Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited because today we're going to be doing a really fun, kind of like little weekly vlog, but all kind of under the general theme of spring. The season is officially here. I think this is my first spring related video where it's like actually officially past the equinox, so I can officially say that it is now springtime and I'm so excited. This is my favorite season and I really just want to make the most of it this year and kind of just live it to the fullest. So I thought we could spend the week together. Today is Sunday, so I'll kind of vlog throughout the next several days, probably up until Friday. And I really just want to do as many spring related things as I can, knock off some things from my spring bucket list. Obviously do lots of reading. This is not going to be a reading specific vlog because I do actually want to do a specific spring reading vlog maybe this month. If not soon, because I really want to do like a video dedicated to my spring TBR and kind of just work through some of the more spring related books that I kind of have my eye on at the moment. So I'm not just going to be talking about books in this video, but since I am filming this week, of course I will share with you the books that I'm reading and my thoughts and everything like that. But I want to have a super like artsy kind of crafty week too. I feel like spring is one of those seasons that just inspires me a lot artistically, and I've been getting back into illustration recently with my new Ohuhu colored pencils, and I'm just really excited. I thought I could share that with you. I'm going to be starting some new journals, which I'm pretty excited about. Nothing like crazy, but I am pretty excited about it, doing some drawing. I'm currently working on setting up my bullet journal for April, which I'm not doing like a dedicated plan with me for at least this month. So I thought I could share that with you in this video. I'm doing something a little bit different, something a little bit more, I think, like artsy than I typically do. And I think it will just be fun to take you with me for the week. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy spending these cozy spring days with me. And I guess we'll just get right on into it. Today is currently Sunday, like I said, and it's been such a cozy day. I woke up pretty early this morning and just kind of immediately was excited to start the day. I've been reading my book. I've been kind of just relaxing. It's now like midday, and I think that I'm going to spend the next, I don't know, a little bit doing some journaling actually. I think we have 2 days left of March. I think April 1st is on Tuesday, and so I want to try and get my journal set up before then, and I'm falling a little bit behind, so I think that's what I'm going to try and focus on today. And I think I want to put on a movie while I do that. I've been itching to do maybe like a Lord of the Rings rewatch. I could watch a Ghibli movie or maybe a Disney movie. I feel like those are all very spring-esque options. I might go with Lord of the Rings, to be honest. I feel like, I mean, I don't think you could call the story of Lord of the Rings cozy necessarily. Like, I'm aware that it's a very, actually when you think about it, quite high stakes and stressful story, but at least those first few like opening scenes in the Shire I feel like are very, very cozy and very spring-like, so I feel like that could be a fun thing to watch this season, and I've just been wanting to do one for so long. I actually listened to the majority of the first book, The Fellowship of the Ring, a couple of months ago when I was doing a road trip, and for some reason never finished it, but I was really enjoying it. I've never like fully read the books before. I definitely do want to do that, but I do love the movies. It is a bit of a commitment to rewatch them because there's 3 of them and they're all several hours long, but maybe I'll do that today, kind of start that rewatch. I feel like I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. I'm not exactly sure why. I do enjoy TV, so I think I want to do some more of that this season. I feel like there's a lot of very nice kind of cozy spring films and movies and TV shows, so I kind of want to get back into that. I think that's the plan for today, is to do some journaling, finish my setup for April while we watch a spring movie, and then maybe finish up my book as well, A Darker Shade of Magic, which I talked about in my last video. I'm having the best time reading it. I'm so excited to continue it, and I think I only have like a couple hours left of it. I think that's what my Kindle says, so I'll also try and finish that today. I kind of spent the end of last week doing a lot of like resetting type things, like I deep cleaned my room and kind of organized things, so I feel like I don't have a lot of like Sunday reset type things to do today. So I'm just gonna take it as a day to do some art, do some reading, and just have a cozy little start to the week. So let's go put on a movie and do some journaling. I'm going to move all my stuff to the TV room, but this is my current like little April journal setup. I've been journaling down here, which has been a nice little like change of scenery. This is what I have so far. I'm currently working on this little butterfly illustration, which I think is really pretty. I love drawing butterflies, and I love using like this brown craft paper. I've been using my Prismacolors, which are my favorite color pencils, but also my new pack of Ohuhu, which I shared, I think in my hobby video. I only have a couple pages left in this journal actually, so we'll probably just fit April in here. I just want to do something very fun, a little bit different, very kind of like artsy. So I guess we'll just kind of see. I have to finish coloring in this wing and then add a title, add some other spreads, maybe start some weeklies. I'm not entirely sure what this setup is gonna look like, but I do want it to be, I think, a little bit different than some of my other pages. today. It is now Monday, so happy start to a new week. I feel like we're due for some updates. It's around like 2 p.m. today, and obviously I did some stuff yesterday that I thought we could do a little check-in, also a little reading update, because I realized that I haven't talked yet about the books that I've been reading recently. So yesterday you guys saw that I spent a while setting up my journal for April, and I did finish at least like the cover page portion of the setup. I do like how it turned out. I'm not like completely obsessed. Actually, now that I'm looking back at it, I feel like there are maybe a couple of things that I would switch around a little bit, but I do feel like it's fun, a nice kind of switch up, very like nature journal, kind of collage, scrapbook type theme, which I realized that I actually just have a lot of supplies, like a lot of stickers and washi tape that go with that theme, so I feel like it kind of works out well. This is mainly just going to be the cover page, and then this is where I'll have kind of the rest of my monthly spreads, so probably my sleep tracker and the little like month at a glance type thing. And then I actually only have a couple of pages left in my bullet journal, and so I think that this will be the last month that I use this journal, and then we will have completed my very first journal of 2025, which is crazy to say. Actually, I guess not my first journal, because I did already finish a reading journal, but that one I did start last year. This one I started at the beginning of the year, and it's crazy that it's almost all completely filled out. This journal is a little bit smaller than the typical ones that I use, so that's kind of why it filled up so quickly, but I do have some fun kind of change of plans for my migration and kind of what I'm planning to do after I finish up this journal. And then the other thing that I did yesterday and shared was I did a little bit of a Kindle like refresh and redecorate. I think it was just time. I had the same stickers on my Kindle for I think ever since I got this Kindle, and it was just time to do a little update, a little refresh. I also recently ordered some new journals. One of them came in yesterday, and I also decorated that one. The other one is not coming until Wednesday, I think, and when that one comes, I'll also decorate it and kind of talk to you guys about my plans for that journal. But yeah, I thought it was just time to give my Kindle a little makeover. So I bought a pack of these cute like cottagecore stickers. There's like little mushrooms and fairies and like little book stacks. They're so cute, and so I used those to do the design here. And then I also decorated this little pocket-sized journal, which is a new journal that I'll be starting. I'm really excited about it. I don't know when I'll be starting this one, probably when I finish out this one. It's a new concept that I'm gonna try out and see how it works for me. Hopefully all goes well. So that kind of brings me into today, actually, on the topic of Kindle refresh. On top of doing like a little case makeover, I decided that I also wanted to make a sleeve for it. So I have in fact started another crochet project, which it's just like a tendency of mine. I don't know if I'm just really impatient. I feel like I'm always starting new projects. Do I ever finish them? Not often. But here is the new crochet project that I started. I started yet another granny square. I feel like that's all I crochet, is just some version of a granny square. I just love them. They're so easy, but they're also very versatile, both in ways that you can use them, but also in ways that you can make them. You can switch up the colors, which is fun. There's also like different style granny squares, different patterns to follow. They're just so fun to make, and I decided that I wanted to do kind of a bit of like an envelope pattern. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. Basically, I'm just gonna make a pretty big granny square and then fold it up kind of like an envelope at the corners, so it will have like a little pocket, and I can fold the top part down like this. And this is going to be like a little Kindle sleeve, so like a book sleeve but for my Kindle, which I feel like will just be nice because I do want to protect my Kindle. I do bring this with me often when I'm going out, and so I feel like it'll be nice to have like a little cover for it. So that's kind of what I've been working on today. I've been enjoying working on this. It's been very relaxing. I also really like the purpley kind of color palette. I feel like I never really go with these colors. It doesn't really match the whole like new Kindle cottagecore feel that I went with. So that is what I have been working on a little bit today. I do actually have a reading update, and I won't talk too much about these books since I did mention both of them in my previous video, but this morning I actually finished reading A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I loved it. I would probably give it like a 4 stars. I think it's probably, yeah, I would say probably like my least favorite V.E. Schwab book I've read so far, which is not saying a lot since the other ones have been like 5 stars. I think part of that is just that it is the first book in a trilogy, and I do hear that this trilogy gets really good, so I'm pretty excited about it. This book was very different than what I had expected, but I think in a good way. It was a lot easier to read than I thought it would be, a lot more approachable, and I just really immediately connected with the characters. I find the magic system and the world really fascinating, so I'm really excited to see what direction the story goes in. I'm very curious to see what direction it goes in because I feel like this first book kind of wrapped up very nicely and kind of satisfyingly. I feel like what needed to be done was done. The opponents were kind of dealt with, so I'm not really sure the direction that this series is going to go in, because I know there's also like a spin-off series as well. So I'm really curious, but very excited because I really enjoyed everything that I saw so far. I really liked the characters. It felt very short, strangely enough. I don't think it was, like I read it on my Kindle, but I think it was like 400 pages, so not necessarily a short book, but I just felt so immersed in it, and then all of a sudden it was over and now I'm like a little bit left wanting more, I guess. So good thing that there are 2 more books in the series. That kind of makes sense. So I finished that one, and then I am still reading Green Teeth by Molly O'Neill. I won't talk about this one too much more, I promise, because I know I've mentioned it a lot recently. But I think my plan is to finish this up today, potentially. It is the last day of March, so it would be like kind of satisfying to finish this today, though I guess it really doesn't matter that much. I want to kind of get back into this one. I was really enjoying it. I kind of put it on pause a little bit to read A Darker Shade of Magic, but I'm ready to get back into this one and I'm excited about it. And then once I finish this one, we can start a new book, which will also be pretty fun. So that is a little update in terms of the books that I'm reading and kind of the craft projects that I've been working on. It's been a very like quiet and relaxing start to the week, so I feel like I don't have a whole lot to update you with. And then I'll probably check in with you guys next when I start a new book. I feel like that could be fun, or do a new craft project. I don't know. I guess we'll see what the day brings. I guess we'll see what the rest of the week brings, but I figured I should probably give you guys an update since it is now like well into Monday. But I guess I will see you next when something happens and we have more to talk about. But I think right now I'm going to go do some crocheting, make myself a matcha, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me right now. I'm making some gluten-free chocolate chip pancakes. I was inspired by the restaurant that is next to the bookstore. They had these gluten-free pancakes and they looked so good. So it's a breakfast for dinner kind of night. the shower and ready to have the coziest evening in. But before we get into that, I do have some more very exciting mail to open. This is book mail. A bit of an impromptu purchase, to be honest, but I found a really good deal on Pango and I had some Pango bucks. So no regrets. I'm very excited about this. So let's go ahead and just open it up. Ready? Oh wow, this is packaged very nicely. All right, let's go ahead and take the packaging out. Oh my goodness, this is packaged beautifully. I just love seeing how different people on Pango package their books. Okay, so here are the packages. I did order 3 different books, a bit of a box set. This is definitely the most extra packaging I've ever seen, and I love it. The person who sent these, turns out she is a gardener of lemon trees, which looks so cool. Hence, like, the whole lemon theme, I guess. We got a little book 1. I love little book stack. Forever reading. So true. This one is so cute. It's lit. A little owl on a book stack. Open to book recs. That is so cute. Okay, let's open it. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes, this is the first one in the series. I decided to order the set of the A Darker Shade of Magic, or I think it's just called the Shades of Magic series. And at this point, because this series has been out for a little while, there are a lot of different editions of it. And this is the exclusive collector's edition. I'm not entirely sure, like, I don't think this is particularly like rare or anything, but I just found a really good deal. These are in perfect condition. It says As Travars. I'm so excited. I am just loving this. I don't think I mentioned this, I kind of started reading the second one the other night because I wanted to read something on my Kindle. So definitely working my way through the series and I'm just having the best time. This has some really cool character art. Beautiful drawing of our main character Kel. I love this artwork. And then in the back it looks like we have a little artwork of Holland and then Rye and Kel. I love this edition. This is so nice. I love the like original covers. They recently redid the covers for this series and I'm not the biggest fan. I really actually like the artwork and kind of style of this. I love the all black. Oh, it's just so nice looking. I don't know which one is the next one. I think it is this one because I think they get a little bit thicker as the series goes on. Let's go ahead and open this one. Next we have A Gathering of Shadows. So I think these all have like really nice black covers, but then they have different color spines. So this one has a beautiful red spine and look how pretty it looks next to this one. Okay, the artwork, I don't know if this is gonna be like a spoiler, but I wanna see the artwork on this. I know that there's a new character introduced in this one, maybe a couple new characters. We have our main 2, Kel and Lila. More character artwork. Okay, final package. This is the 3rd one in the series, of course. Yay! Conjuring of Light. I love how like monochromatic the covers are and how they all match. But then you just have that like pop of color in the spine. This is so cool. There's definitely some characters here that I don't know just yet. I really like this artwork. Wow, I like that we get lots of different styles as well. More character artwork. I've been so excited for this package to come in ever since I ordered it. This is a very beloved series too. I'm so excited to kind of be like entering this world. I'm now just like very eager and intrigued to read the 2nd and 3rd one. It is a bit hasty maybe to like buy the whole series after only having read the 1st one, but I just know that I'm gonna love this. And just look at these all together. I'm obsessed. This is so cool. These are gonna look so pretty on my bookshelf. Anyway, that's it for my unboxings today. And then I guess I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the the final day of this vlog, but I've been having so much fun kind of spending the week and filming everything. It's just been very fun. So I hope you all are enjoying so far as well. I think that's all for me right now. I think I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. I only have a couple pages left of this book, but I'm at the part of the story where I'm just waiting for the author to basically tell us that what happened didn't actually happen. I feel like sometimes something so crazy happens at the end of the book, but then you get to like the second kind of reveal where the author tells you that that didn't actually happen, that things are fine. And I'm just waiting to get to that point because something crazy just happened and I wouldn't have expected the author to go there for a book like this. So I'm just waiting for everything to be resolved because things are not looking good right now. But I only have a couple pages left, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm gonna try and finish this book up right now. It's gotten way more intense and high stakes than I originally thought, but I am really loving it so far. So I'm excited to continue reading this right now. I just finished reading Green Teeth. I finished it up this morning. I read like half of it last night, trying to stay up to finish it, and I fell asleep. So I've just been kind of spending my morning finishing up this, and I really loved this book. It really hooked me. Like, I was enjoying it throughout the entire time, but something about like towards this last third of the book, I would say, just got me like really hooked. There were some really emotional moments, ended up being a lot more action-packed towards the end than I was expecting, and overall I just ended up really thoroughly loving this book. Anyway, good morning. It is now Thursday, the final day of this cozy spring vlog, and I'm really excited about today. I definitely am a little tired, so I just want to take it easy. I've just kind of spent the morning relaxing and reading, and I think the plan for today, I'm going to go ahead and get ready and probably get some editing done, probably organize myself a little bit, plan some things out, and then I guess I will also be starting a new book today now that I've finished Green Teeth. So I think it should be a pretty fun day. I also do want to work a little bit more on my patchwork t-shirt since I was really enjoying that. I want to make a little bit more progress. So I think this will just be a very nice kind of artsy, cozy day to end off this vlog. We'll start a new book. We'll do some craft projects. I think it should be fun. So that is the plan for today. I am going to go ahead and get ready and then just kind of start off my day. And then I guess we'll see what we get up to later on today. Alrighty everybody, welcome to the end of this vlog. I'm here to give some final little updates and then kind of end off this video. But I have genuinely been having so much fun making this video this week. I think I'm still kind of getting the hang of like weekly vlogging type situation because I feel like I did a pretty bad job at like actually filming the things that I was doing this week. But I still hope that you enjoyed it. I still had a fun time and I do have a couple little fun cozy updates before we do officially end off the video. First update that you guys actually saw me working on this morning is that I did actually finish a craft project. I feel like I started a lot or was just kind of like working on a lot this week, but I did actually finish one. I made this little t-shirt with a little jam on it. This is called like patchwork. My friend and I have been working on patchwork hoodies for the past couple of weeks. I've done 2 of them. I did the bow one, which I was wearing earlier this week, and then you might have also seen me wear a strawberry one before, but I decided that I want to make a t-shirt because it is getting a little bit warmer out. What's good about patchwork is the whole kind of style of it is to make it look like handmade, so it kind of takes that pressure off of like trying to make it look perfect, which I feel like makes it a very fun beginner friendly project, and it is just really relaxing to do. I love kind of the sewing and embroidery process of it, so I really enjoyed making this. Just a cute little t-shirt to wear. I'll probably make a couple of more because it's just fun. So that's a little like crafting update. And then I do also have a couple book updates. First is that yesterday, since I finished up Green Teeth, it was time to start a new book, and I decided to start reading The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. So I read a little bit of it last night and a little bit this morning. I have made it to chapter 8, page 60, and I am really enjoying this one so far. I definitely don't think it's going to be like a favorite or anything, but I really like the atmosphere. It does feel very like familiar, like it reminds me of so many books I've read before, so nothing like super creative or new, but it just feels fun. I think it's going to be very entertaining, and I like the descriptions and just kind of how magical it is. This is kind of like a Bridgerton-esque mid-19th century high society London, but mixed with like fairies. That's kind of what this is about. Our main character has to make a bargain with the fairy queen during the like high society London season, and it's just fun. I'm enjoying it so far. This is also on my April TBR, so I figured I should probably start working on that list. And then I guess just to give like a little recap, this week I finished 2 books. I finished A Darker Shade of Magic on Monday. I gave it a 4-star. I really enjoyed that one and I'm so excited to continue the series. I'll probably also do that very soon. I also finally finished up Green Teeth. I feel like I was reading that book for a while, but I ended up loving it as well. That one would also probably be a 4-star. And then I started reading The Rose Bargain. So I feel like a very successful reading week. I can feel like a big reading mood coming on. Like I think I was still kind of recovering a little bit from Oathbound. That kind of really took me out of it, but I feel like a big reading mood kind of returning. So I think that next week will be very good, and I do want to start my spring reading vlog in a couple of days pretty soon now. My last little like bookish update for this video is that I did actually receive another package. So I thought we could go ahead and open this. No way! Oh my gosh! This is not what I thought it was. I thought that this was something else. I'm so excited about this. Okay, I am going to feature this in my next video probably, but the brand Cute Bee sent me one of their book nooks and I didn't realize that it was actually coming today. This is so cool. I'm so excited about this. I feel like I've been seeing book nooks kind of more and more recently. I feel like they've been getting more popular and I was really wanting to make one, and so when they reached out asking if they could send me one, I was so excited, and this one looks so magical. I won't be starting this today since it is the end of the video, but definitely stay tuned for my next reading vlog. Probably I'm going to work on this. So thank you so much to Cute Bee for sending me this. I thought that that was something else, and I think that that other package also did arrive today, so I think I'm gonna go get the mail and check to see if that package is in there, and then we'll open that as well to do like a final little book haul. I do not usually have this many packages in a week to open. It's kind of fun though, I can't lie. So I think I'm gonna go get the mail really quick, and then we'll be back to kind of more officially end off this video. Okay, we're back with the correct package this time. This is a book from Pango. So go ahead and open this. Yay! Here it is. This is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This has just been like a V.E. Schwab video basically. I read this in February on my Kindle and I decided to pick up a physical copy of it so I can have a little like V.E. Schwab section on my bookshelf. In fact, I think we should go put it there. Let's go do some bookshelf reorganization real quick. So this is my current V.E. Schwab section, also just some of my journals. Oh, these look so good together. And then I guess we can put Addie LaRue here. So this is the current V.E. Schwab collection. I'm so excited. I do still have to read these 2 books, but everything else has been above a 4-star. Alright, now that we have opened the correct package, I think it is time to officially end off this spring vlog. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Again, I had so much fun filming this. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing some of the cozy, crafty, bookish things that I got up to this week. Let me know what other videos you would like to see in the future. And I think that is pretty much it. It is now Friday. I have a pretty fun weekend ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye!